Welcome, beautiful yogis. Lovely to see you on this, the week of Christmas, the busy week, so many things to do. And what we should be doing is relaxing and resting. So I'm glad you're here. We're going to do a relaxing full body stretch and a nice deep relaxation. Please come to sit on your blankie or just on your mat with your ankles, shin bones crossed, your spine tall. We're going to inhale and shrug the shoulders up around the ears, pucker up the face. Hold the breath. And then on the exhalation, the shoulders roll back and the face relaxes into a little smile. Let's do it again. Inhale, pucker up, frown. Shoulders are hunched, face is frowning, hands are clenched, ooh, and buttocks are clenched, and toes are clenched. Big clenching body, ready to let go of the breath, and everything softens, and your face into a smile. We'll do it one more time. Inhale deep. At the fullness, apply the deep contraction, puckered face, hunched shoulders, squeezed belly, hands, toes, buttocks, all the muscles you can find internally, holding the breath, internal squeeze, and relax. All of that, the breath goes out, and feel into your body now how the breath wants to go on its own. What is your internal state at the moment? And just this lovely welcoming of yourself to your yoga mat, and how for this next hour and some we'll be practicing together. Hands in prayer pose. Press them together. Inhale, send the arms up to straight, elbows straight. The exhalation is spreading this energy all the way around the body, as it's doing anyway. We're tuning into that. Let's do it again. Inhale, raise the arms, stretch tall. Exhale, spreading around and coming back to the heart. Go one more time in this direction. Breathe it in and up. Exhale, spread the auric field around you and come back to your hands together. Again, but reverse. Wide arms, inhale. Trace your auric field, hands connect up there. And now exhale into the heart. I'll do this for 2 more cycles of the breath. Wide and up. And draw it in. And one more time. Wide and up. And draw down. Heaven into your heart. Beautiful. Hands rest on your knees. Let's come into some spinal flexion. Heart forward, chin lifts, inhale. Arching your back. As the exhale happens, hang on to your knees, round your back, pull tummy in, pelvic floor in, and look down. That's one. Draw forward. Feel how the whole trunk responds. The spine, the muscles attached to it, and all the organs as well. In your body, below the ribs, there's a slew of vital organs that love this movement. Open and rounding under. Go ahead now and do a couple more, please. Great, and then as you complete, come back to tall and undo the legs. We'll come into this really terrific stretch for hips. So the feet are wide, the hands a little behind us, so we feel supported. Shoulders are back, heart is lifted, and just tip your knees, your feet side to side, just as far as feels doable now. So nice little hip opening. Great. So we're going to do a relaxing practice today. No pushing, just feeling into our stretches. As we come over again, and you'll be going towards your left, stay there and draw your feet in a little closer and sit on that left sit bone, adjusting. We're going to fold over your left shin. So a little bit of a diagonal stretch, and it's very likely that you will be feeling this in your right buttock and hip. So meet yourself with kindness. Anything that feels intense, backing off a little bit. Feeling into your body as your mind rests in the breath. They work together so beautifully. Attention to body, feeling of breath. Nice. All right. And we walk the hands back. And we go again to our starting place with the wide feet right at the middle. Adjust your sit bones. And we rock again side to side. Roll your buttocks, roll your hips and your knees and your feet. It's all going with the breath. And just while I think of it, there'll be one more class in this month, and then there'll be a little break in service as I have my knee replaced in January. Okay, here we go, all the way over to your right. Pull the feet in, adjust your sit bone. That's it, and here we go into a little bit of a forward bend. And feel into your body, drop into it. There's your breath. Slow, deep breaths. Great, come up. This time when we come up back to the center line of the body, line up your feet for cobbler's pose and get everything aligned, the feet, the groin, the crown, and feel that central axis of your body is a north-south axis connecting the above and the earth. Feel into that. Fill up with the breath, and now the forward bend. The heart leads, and here we are. Lovely forward bend. Beautiful, deep breath in. We'll hold as we stay in the forward bend, holding that full breath. The exhalation, we let go a little bit more forward, dropping into gravity with the exhalation, just that little bit more. Inhale, come to upright. Coming all the way up, and draw your right heel into the groin and send your left leg out to the side, which takes us now into a side bend. We raise the same side arm, breathe in, and exhale, grab what you can, toes or ankles or knees. And then your right arm wraps behind your back, and turn. Turn, turn, turn. Great. Keep the lovely turn in the trunk, but turn your face to look at your hand foot. Great. On the breath in, we'll come to upright, raising your left arm, lowering the left arm. Keep that right one where it is, and bend the knee. Similar, but different. Hold now inside of that knee, resist with the knee into the elbow, sit upright, and turn again, now upright, towards your right. If your arms are really long, you might bind. So that means your hand would go through the knee and attempt to find your other hand behind, which may or may not be possible. Doesn't matter. We're still getting a lovely turn whether your hands are bound or not. Lovely rotation to your right of your upright trunk. Keep everything, just look towards your hand, foot again. Oh, and keep that knee upright. Lovely, and undo your hands. Keep your legs exactly as they are. Need a little shake, do that. Now we're going to dive forward this way, along the center line. So this knee stays up, so feel it in the hip again. And just slide along the midline. Try to keep your left sit bone down. It's likely it's going to lift up a little bit. Great. Inhale, come up. And cobbler's pose. Find the midline. Find the equal placing of your sitting bones. Sit really tall. Take your shoulders back and down and even relax your elbows a little bit as we take that inhale. Blow the breath away as the head turns to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, face to center. And pursed lips, exhale, turn your gaze the other way. Back to the center line. Great. And from here, we're going to take this leg out. So your right leg out and bring your left heel in close. Side stretch. Up comes the arm. Get very long. Take that reach where you can, foot or knee or ankle, and your free arm wraps behind your back, far as you can. So we're leaning in towards the leg this time and rotating the opposite direction. So ribs, face rotating towards the left. And then everything stays, but the head turns to look to the right foot. Good. Root your sitting bones, catch the exhalation and bring your right arm up. Hand stays behind, bend the right knee, and this time hand reaches for your ankle. Knee and elbow resist against one another, and it's an upright turn now. Turn the trunk again. Far as you can, if the each exhalation your trunk turns. Keep everything, only the head turns the other way. That's when you notice that, oops, the knee has slipped a bit, so fix that. Great. Undo, legs stay, and we come down the middle. Down the middle, inch your way forward. So with this bent leg now and the foot flat, there's a different place of activation. Good. Walk your hands back. And this time, let's take straddle legs, both legs out wide. Scooch right onto your sitting bones and lift your heart. Feel free to stay here. Just keeping your legs straight is already a big deal. And if it feels inviting, hands on the mat, heart lifts, and the forward fold. Down we go. Every forward fold is an invitation to calm down. It's because the heart can relax when we are leaning forward. You'll notice when we do back bends, the heart pounds a bit more. So forward bend, calming, relaxing, much more receptive. And we can still guide deeply each breath. Nice. We'll walk back up with the hands and help the legs in. And we'll come to hands and knees. Have your blocks nearby. So we're on the hands and knees. We'll come back into cow-cat. We did a few in the seated position, and now in this all fours position, we can really feel into the spinal movement. The inhale is the lift, and the exhale is the tucking of the tail, the pulling in of the belly, the spreading across the back as the chin lowers, and we look through the legs. Ready to breathe in, take that opposite undulation. And exhale. Our spines really like this movement. And moving is vital to prevent immobility, stiffness, resistance. So we all know how good it feels after a practice. And now we're doing it. Let's do two more. All right, everyone, widen your knees towards the edges of the mat. Sitting back towards your feet, some will sit all the way and some will hover. And as we reach back, instead of going forward, walk your arms over to the left so that your trunk lowers over your left thigh. And you can stretch that right arm a little more vigorously. So both sit bones are drawing back. The arms are still parallel, but there is more stretch in the right arm. Breathe into that. Great. We stay with the seat back, but we walk the arms, the long arms, all the way so that we can bring our torso over the right thigh, reach both arms, and now it's the left arm that's doing that bigger stretch. Great. Walk back to center, come to fours. Walk your knees back in under the hips. And now we'll take the right leg parallel to the mat. Let your toes point down, your hip point down. Add your left arm. Your breaths in and out are equal. On the exhale, the left hand comes down. Now take your right leg out to the right. Hope you've got a little space there for your right leg to be all the way out, as straight as you can. And now maybe bend your elbows and come onto your forearms and stretch your right hip and inseam leg from this place. We could add on here, if you like, a little to and fro with the hips, going back and coming forward. If that feels good, do a couple more, listening to your body. Great, everyone. Hold your right leg back, come all the way to fours. Left leg parallel to the mat and the right arm forward. Level sacrum, level shoulders. Some say zippered up belly. See how that lands for you. Great. Here we go. Right hand down, left leg out to the left. Far as you can. So we want it in line with the hips and the outer foot pressing down and lower to your elbows. Be here now. And if you like, a little to and fro with the hips. As you complete, bring your leg back, come to hands and knees. Let's bring the blocks in. With the hands on the blocks, take your right knee up and lift your heart, breathe in. Knee to nose, exhale, draw in for 1. And 2. And 3. We're going to do 2 more. This is great for hinging in the hip, squeezing into the glutes, opening the chest. And now on this one, the right foot continues through to the front of the mat. Press the foot down and bring your arms up. Bring your torso up, lift up. And now circle your arms out and down. Great. Prayer pose hands. Inhale your arms up like we did in our opening stretch. Exhale out and down. We'll do it twice more. Can you feel how your right foot has to stabilize everything? One more. Great. Now bring your hands to clasp at your sacrum. Elbows back, lift your heart, and then lower your chin. Nice. Please release your hands. Bring them back to the block. Once your hands are on the block, slide your right heel forward so the right leg can get a stretch. And take your right leg back. Okay, second side. Lift your left knee up. Lift your heart. Knee to nose. Exhale. 1. And 2. And 1 more. Nope, 3 more. That's 3. Couple more. Here comes our last one where the foot steps through. And it presses down so hard it's easy to raise the arms and the trunk all the way up. Circle the arms back and down. Lovely. From the sides here, arms come wide up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. Repeating that twice more. Circle wide and up. So a lot of this is all about breathing fully and deeply with the movement. Nice. Your hands now find their way to your lower back. Press the lower back down. Lift your heart. Stabilize through the front foot and knee. And hands come back to the blocks, where we'll send the left heel forward and straighten the left leg. Feel into this. Good. Draw your leg back. We're back to 4s, hands on blocks, right knee lifts, breathe in, crunch under, exhale 1. We'll do 2 more. On the 3rd one, the right foot steps forward. Press the foot down, raise the arms. All the way up, prayer pose, hands, which we now exhale into the heart. Pause a moment, stabilizing here. Great, now turn towards your right and bring your left elbow over your right knee, press it down and rotate your torso. Using the leverage, elbow to knee to turn. And now bring your hands down to the blocks. Straighten the right leg again. And take the right arm level with the shoulder or a little below and turn your trunk again to the right. So another twist. Great, hand comes back, leg comes back. Second side, raise your left knee please. Inhale with your heart. Knee to nose, squeeze your belly in. 2 to go. And this is the one that we step the left foot forward, press it down, and bring your torso, arms up, all the way to prayer pose above the head. And draw the hands down, steadying your legs. Turn to your left. Lean a little forward so that your right elbow can come over the knee. Wedge it there. And turn your trunk. And release your hands back to the blocks to straighten the left leg. And add your twist to the left. Left arm out, turn your trunk, and reach. Great. Return the hand and the foot. We're going to sit between the feet now. For many of us, it would be really nice to sit on 1 or 2 blocks. So see what works for you. Some can sit between the feet. Some need 1 block and some need 2 blocks to sit down between the feet. And feel into this moment. Great. Spread your arms out wide. Take a breath in. As we exhale, your left arm over your right arm and either hold your shoulders or wrap your forearms. Lift your elbows, breathe in. And exhale, bring your elbows towards your legs for 1. So there's a little rounding in the back here. Inhale, raise your heart, slight back bend. Exhale, belly draws in as we bow forward for 2. And we take it 1 more time. Great. We're staying in the seat. We'll undo the arms and clasp hands at the low back. Lift the heart, straighten the elbows, and lower the chin. Stay here to breathe. Even rolling your low chin side to side. Can you feel that in your neck? Come back to center and do the arms. Take them wide on the inhale. Now it's the right arm over the left. Hug your shoulders or wrap your forearms. We go again. Inhale. Heart lifts, little back bend. Strong in the core. Bow forward. As we did. As we come up again, undo the arms and 1 more time clasp behind. Take your arms down and lower the chin. Good, and again the low chin side to side. And so this seat between the feet is about stretching into the quads, but we can only manage so much, and some knees don't want to do that. So we honor that, which is why, of course, if you're sitting without a block, you will get a more intense stretch here. Good, but I think we've done well. Let's walk forward, come off the blocks, we can bring those forward, back to the front of the mat. We're in fours. Let's come down to forearms. Walk your knees back, looking at your knees, curl the toes, and let's take forearm balance. Knees come up, now we're upside down. And feel into this place. So there's tremendous value in having your head hang. First of all, we get a nice flush of blood here. As we get older, sometimes this is not helpful. So I need you to really monitor yourself. If you can let this be, stay another breath or two. Can you feel the hamstrings as well? The strong upper body. And the next exhale, we'll bring the knees back down and widen them out and sit the seat back and stretch the arms this time directly forward. Extended child's pose. And fill your whole back with your breath. To the back gets more spacious, more largesse as we stretch and fill it with breath. Unless our back hurts, it's often an unconscious part of our body. We're not even thinking about it. Now we're feeling into it. Great, we come back to fours. Knees under hips. And then a little bit more for the upper body mobility. Right hand to hip. Turn the trunk to the right. And now as we exhale, the trunk lowers and the right hand slides along the ground to lower the right shoulder down. Inhale. Now feel free to take that arm up, but if your shoulder hurts, then just put your hand on your hip and turn, and then exhale, slide along the ground. 2. We'll do one more. We'll change sides. So left hand on your hip. Turn left with your trunk, even looking left. And then as we turn the trunk forward and lower the left arm and shoulder, stretch across your back for 1. And 2. And 1 more. Sometimes you get a little pop, a little crack in your back, which is quite satisfying. Great, come back. And walk your hands forward this time to curl your toes and take a downward dog. Lovely stretch for legs and trunk and shoulders and arms. Slowing your breathing. If you can, we'll stay for 3 more breaths. If not, our next pose will be Sphinx pose. So go there when you're ready. If you're enjoying the downward dog, stay a little longer. Lovely. We'll all meet up in Sphinx, which is just a lowering of your trunk all the way to the mat and letting your forearms slide and lift the heart. The more that we press the hands down, the more that the chest can lift. Lower your chin. As the inhale happens through your nose, lift your chin and your chest. And as we lower the chin, keep your chest lifted. Exhale, chin lowers. Let's do that twice more. Heart stays lifted, arms stay active, inhaling, chin lifts, and exhaling, chin lowers. One more time. Good. So this time, let your elbows slide out, bring your hands on top of each other. Take a little rest here, brow on hands, back at ease. Good. So we'll do a little series of Cobra now. If your back's vulnerable, just stay with Sphinx. Otherwise, bring your hands behind, clasp. Legs are vigorous. Lift your chest, straighten your elbows, and then lift your legs up. And feel into this. It's a vigorous pose. We take that big breath in. And come on down again. Relax your whole back. Pillow your brow. And as you release those muscles, feel into your heartbeat. See, it's more prominent now. The back bend awakens the heart, so we can really feel into it. It's very reassuring. All right. So we're going to now do a little bit more in the Cobra series. Your blocks are nearby. They could be quite useful just there, or you might find them in the way, but let's see how it goes. I've got them now just in front of my mat. Arms are alongside, legs are vigorous. Inhale, lift the chest and your right arm out to the right over the block. Reach forward and exhale, bring it back and lower your head. Keep your legs vigorous. Inhale, raise the chest, the left arm, which goes over the block to reach forward. And as we take the arm back, look over your right shoulder and rest your head. We added a head movement. Raise your chest and your head with the right arm reaching forward. On the exhale, arm goes back. And we look left and rest on the left ear. And keep going with this. There's no relaxing in the middle. Inhale, left arm. Reach forward. Exhale, bring it back. Head turns. Right arm forward, adding on. Left leg lifts. Arm goes back. Return and head looks left. Keep going. Left arm, right leg. Lift up. And return. And right arm, left leg. And return. Left arm, right leg, lift. And return. Oh, let's have a little rest. Make a pillow. And rest. Nice. Bring your hands next to your ribs and press up to kneeling. And take your seat back for a little low back stretch. And come forward. You might walk your knees a little forward, coming to an upright kneeling position. And we're stepping the left foot forward. So we're doing this now without the support of the blocks. Boom, there goes the foot. Great. Stabilize here, raise both arms. Elbows bend, clasp the back of your head. Wide elbows and lean your head into your hands for a little upper back bend. Stay to breathe and stabilize. Nice. We're coming upright. Send the arms straight up and lower them down to your sides. And we're going to switch knees. One at a time, please. See how it goes. Step your right foot forward. And we get steady here. Great. Inhale both arms up. Get very long. Hands cup the back of the head and lean back. Great. Come back to upright. Reach the arms. Lower them down. This time all the way to the mat. Taking your right leg back. Our counter pose now is downward dog or forearm balance if you've got a wrist issue. So curl the toes and up come the knees. And stretch your legs straight. Great. Knees back to the ground. And let's flip over onto the back. Have your strap at hand. As we lie all the way on the back for a little easy moment. Feeling how the back is now supported by the ground. And we can feel into the breathing. Have you got your strap? We're going to put it over the right foot. And take the right foot straight up into the air. And let your left leg slide straight out on the mat. And we'll spend a little time with the hamstring stretch and the breath. Breathing that 1-2 breath ratio. That means your exhale is twice as long as your in. Great. So while we're still holding the strap around the right leg, invigorate your left leg. Inhale, raise your left leg up, maybe as high as your right leg. And this is where we want to go really slowly. The left leg exhales slowly back down to touch and inhale back up. One more time. Now when the left leg lands on the ground, keep it there, still invigorated. Wrap your strap around the right hand and take your right leg out to the right. Your left arm could be next to your ear. Remember, the left side's got to stay down on the mat. The more we feel into it, the easier it is to slow the breath down. It is a matter of just becoming more present, more willing to be here. Inhale, bring your leg back up, hand the strap to your left hand, even if you wrap it around the hand, it doesn't slip. And just guide your right leg mostly straight across your body, but the left leg relaxes so we can roll onto that hip and be here. So this is a deep spinal twist. We want to just fall into with these long exhalations. The more we relax, the more willing the muscles are to let go holding and tightness. And that's where we get that experience of bliss. It feels so good. Terrific. Are you ready? We'll bring the leg back up and we'll put the left foot in the strap and the right leg on the mat, long and straight. So a little moment of adjusting everything, the midline, your head, your relaxed shoulders, and the vigor through both legs. Sensation starts to become more prominent. We feel into it. And we slow down the exhale. Nice. Everything stays. Other than the next inhale brings the right leg slowly up towards vertical. And the exhale lowers the right leg to a light touch down to repeat again. One more, please. Now this time when your right leg lands, keep it vigorous as the strap now is wound around the left hand, ready to take the left leg out to the left and the right arm next to your right ear, and feel into this. Beautiful, everyone. Bring your left leg up. Just hand the strap to the right. Continue over. Remember to relax your right leg now. Roll onto your right hip and be here. Very relaxed. Relaxed and yet a deep spinal twist. With these long, leisurely exhalations that allow us to disengage from so much of the outer and go within. Now at the end of this exhale, just bring your leg back up. And let's put both feet in the strap. Adjust your sacrum to the middle and then let your legs slide wide, straddle legs, with enough strap to hold the strap taut and the legs wide in place. 3 long exhalations right here. Bring your legs in. Take the strap off. Take happy baby pose. And let your feet come to the ground, landing them and setting them up for bridge pose. So that's parallel feet, hands near feet, tuck tail, inhale, raise your pelvis, your hips up off the mat, and exhale, bring them back down. So we'll do a few more of these, practicing now this double length exhale, which means the inhale, the hips rise, but the exhale, we've got to go down much slower. Down come the hips, tail is tucked slowly down to come to the end of the breath release, and we'll come up again. I'll count for you. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. 1 more round. Rise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lowering. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. And there's 1 to go. Rise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lowering on the exhale. 8, 7, 6. Are your feet grounded? Are you moving slowly down for 3, 2, and land and release, bringing now your right knee in towards your chest, hold it with both hands, and your left leg straight out on the mat. Put vigor in the left leg, feel the sacrum landed. Easy, normal breaths. And now please swap knees. We're holding the left and putting the right one on the mat, vigorously straight. Normal, relaxed breaths. Lovely. Both feet flat. We return to bridge. So set up for bridge, flat feet, palms flat. We're coming up, so hold the hips high. So bring your hips up, clasp hands or hold your mat. And set up now to hold the bridge pose. Feeling the squareness of this shape. Maybe I should say steady and stable, parallel feet and knees. Arms working equally and pelvis tucked under. In and out are the same length, 3 cycles. Good. One more big breath in. Lower down. And rest. So in this position, wrap your right leg over your left. Scooch hips to the right and let your hips drop left. Relaxed twist. Feel into it. And coming up, take second side. Adjust, take second side. Drop deep. Beautiful, everyone. Slowly make your way to Shavasana. Got a lovely little lullaby for you, seasonal lullaby. Just as my voice is disappearing, our dear friend Nigel Holton, who's already an angel, but he published this beautiful version of the Coventry Carol, and drop right into this. again your own breath. Noticing how this moment is for you. Accept it fully, exactly as it is. As you breathe more intentionally, move a little and roll onto your side for a moment of gratitude. And as you're ready, come up to sit. So wonderful to practice with you. Sorry about my little coughing attack. It's just a dry throat. Inhale and exhale. Namaste.